Okay, so we are doing this project on stock market analysis and prediction. So there are two parts. One is a backend and the algorithm that we are using to predict prices, and the second is a GUI. So first I'll explain you the backend part and the algorithmic part. So this is the code. We have used LSTM for that, and it takes six into consideration the past 60 days value. So I'll now explain the code. First, we import all the necessary libraries. Okay, then we read the data. So this data is of Bank Nifty, and we have chosen Bank Nifty since it is one of the volatile things in market. So this, as you can see, the value has dropped down almost up to like 50% here, due to this corona and everything stuff. So we can't actually predict that, but if there is a tool that helps us, so it would be beneficial. So here we are just considering the close price. We can predict all the prices: open, high, low, close. Okay, so there we have the data input and everything. So okay, so we have used this trainings and the training data and testing data. So we have used 80% data as training data and 20% as the testing data. So now it is necessary to feature have the features into the range of 0 to 1, since the larger value of data would give abrupt results. So we have converted and scaled using min-max scaler. And since I told you it's considers past 60 days, so as you can see, it is taking 60 days of data, and it will predict what will happen on the 61st day, the close of the 61st day. And it has been trained to all time daily data frame, as you can see, from 2006. So this model is there. So we have it's a sequential model. So we have added two layers of LSTM, 64 and 50 neurons. Then we have added one dense layer of 32 neurons and one more dense layer of 1. The final dense layer has 1 neuron, because since we just want to predict the price, so it's like one output. So we have used one there. And here we are using the optimizer as Adam optimizer. There are different types, SGD, that is stochastic gradient descent and everything. And we are using loss function as mean squared error. So there also, but there are a lot of things, but we have utilized this. And the loss gives an idea like how much accurate is your model. The lesser the loss, the better your model is. So now it will fit, and it will take some time, and due to time constraints we have just used one epoch here, or we have tested on multiple epochs. And now, as you can see, it will still take up to two minutes to run the data. So I'll explain the further part. So then we have the split into test data. So we are taking, and then model.predict will predict the testing data. So we'll have that, and then we'll just plot everything, and we'll compare like the actual price. Okay, so it has trained, and as you can see, the loss error is drastically decreasing. It's like 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. So that is very good. And we are using batch size to be 1, because it would be in LSTM, it is necessary that it follows the 60 things. So if we jumble up using the batch size, then it would be problematic, and it wouldn't give us good outputs. So we have used that. And we have done the necessary NumPy functions as reshape, because Keras has specific input values only. So it's like we have to give in such format only, then only it will predict. So that, yeah, then after, since we have predict using, scaled it 0 to 1. So what we need to do is we need to backscale it, to original value. So we have used inverse transform, scalar.inverse transform. So that will give you the actual prediction value. And this is the RMSC part, but since we have the loss, it's fine. Okay, so hopefully it is trained. Yeah, it's still gonna take 42 seconds. So okay, so meanwhile, my friend Arjun can tell you about the strategy and GUI. Hello, Arjun.
Yeah, Adarsh. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna explain about the graphical user interface, which we have been developing for the project. So I am executing this file. Uh, Here, the program or the model which I'm executing currently is a bit prior one to the one which Adarsh has explained, because Adarsh have done some further optimization on the existing model. Basically, I'm using this one because I've been working on the GUI by taking into account this model only. So now here you can see the model is being trained on only one epoch due to the time constraint. So it's, yeah, now it's done. The model has been trained. Yeah. So here you can see, after being trained and after performing all the backend operations, you can see the GUI with a couple of options, namely as history, summary, results. And when you click on this results option, you can see a visual interface or visual representation of the graph. Like the green one is showing the real stock price, whereas the blue line graph is showing the predicted stock price. And here we've been added these two options of selling or buying. So this will provide the user with the facility of selling or buying the particular stock. So if you click on the sell, some operation will be done. That's why we have added this progress bar, and it will be showing us a message of if the transaction is successful or if it's a fail. Similarly, if you click on the buy option, it will take some time and then show a message of successful or failure. We've been also breaking down our feature list for graphical user interface, and we have also been advancing on making multiple windows which will be attached to our graphical user interface. Like one window will be showing the results page, as you can see right here, and the other will be showing the summary of all the sold or bought stocks, like what the user have bought or what they have sold recently. And we have been taking the inspiration of our graphical user interface from various online sources, which Adarsh will gonna tell us about in a bit of time. So Adarsh, you can take it from
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So as you can see, Arjun has shown the graph is plotting. Now this graph will be dynamically plotted, and you will be you will be playing against a computer and trade bot. So it will buy and sell according to the strategies that we code. I'm gonna go into the strategy in a few time. And as you can see, it will be dynamically moving. So it's like you will have a competition against the algorithmic bot, and as he said, like we'll have the different features like RSI, the technical indicators, so as to compare. So you can build up your own strategy, and since you're in the market, you have to trade. So and bank nifty and everything is very volatile. So you have and if you are having predictions, then you can sit and try key if you are making profit using your own strategies and everything. So let us go back to the model, and we'll just so see that is trained. Okay, as you can see now it's trained. So final loss is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So now I'll just show, I've explained this previously. Okay, now you can see this. These are the results. The blue one is the actual predicted price, actual close price, and this is the predicted value. So as you can see, the predicted value is pretty much in sync with the actual value. And so yeah, so basically this is the part, and now I'll explain you about a strategy. It's a simple strategy and it's used in markets. So I'll just show you. So this is okay, so it will just run. Okay, yeah, can you see this, Arjun and Deep?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it visible now? Is the dots visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, this is a simple backend strategy. It's one of the many strategies that would be using. So this is like an RSI based value, and it is very essential. It makes money in the market. Like this is a deployed strategy. So as we are saying, the Apple stock from 2016 to 2019, and I have two only conditions: that if the RSI value is greater than 55, then I enter the trade, and if the RSI value is less than 70 on a decreasing curve, then I exit. So as you can see, I am entering, the green dots is buy and the downward is sell. So I am buying and selling. So I'm buying at a low price, selling at a high price, buying at a low price, selling at a high price. So as you can see, it has followed very well, and I'm generating a net profit of $6,000. And this is due to a single lot. Okay, $6,000 an amount of 3 years. So consider if you have a lot size of, like, if you have number of shares like 1,000 or 2,000 shares, so that would be a humongous profit. So this is basically one strategy that we will be using. So yeah, so overall what Arjun has said, backend will have such strategies that in various markets, and we will see and that strategies is being played against a human in live market conditions using predictions.
Fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.